welcome. I'm Dee, and this is the Unguided Life where I am taking it one day at a time. I'm bringing you guys along for the journey to hold me accountable as I budget my way through life. So it is time for me to set up for my August budget. As always, I do start in my planner, and before getting into my planner setup, we're actually going to talk about some items I purchased recently. So I purchased from two shops. The first shop I purchased from was Megan with her Courage to Plan and Jennifer Bleacher's Life in Envelopes Etsy shop. All the information will be in the description box. So from Megan, I picked up this January budget header, and this is for my budget kit that I created. I do have other headers, but I wanted one specifically to have the budget in it, and so that's why I purchased this one. I needed to pick up some expense trackers, so I picked up 3 of those. And then in part of her Oopsie kit was an expense tracker. As you can see, I've already started using it, and you'll see why shortly. Another part of her Oopsie kit was these affirmations, women affirmations here. And this is the small one, and this is the larger one. Additionally, there was some Payday Flags. These were the neutral colors. This is part of the Oopsie as well. And as you can see, I've already used those. Another item was a December kit, was part of the Oopsie. And the only thing I can tell about the Oopsie kit was that it was due to the paper, but the quality is still there. So that's a plus. Now, let's see. I know I picked up something else from her. Oh, what I picked up from her, I already set up, so you'll see that shortly. So let's go into what I picked up from Jennifer Bleacher's shop, Life in Envelopes. And I did pick up this pretty and pink full box kit. This is the EC 7x9. As you can see, it does have me time and self-care. So now no more date night stickers where I'm actually dating myself. And the reason why I picked these full box kits was because for my weekly planning. Along with that, I picked up the functional boxes in that set and the washi kit in that set, and it does have scripts at the bottom. I picked up the full box kit of the Golden Days, and it's the same layout with the same scripts. I picked that up in functional boxes and the washi kit. Now, I did pick up 2 of the monthly kits, and let me tell you, so around February, she started creating kits for this planner. This planner is the Gooseby Twin planner, and she revamped her shop this past month, and because the Gooseby Twins wasn't really selling, to be quite honest, I probably was the only one buying it. She discontinued that. So I have used the EC's monthly kits before, so I went ahead and picked these 2. This is giving me Christmas vibes though. This is usually the pattern I pick during Christmas, and so I don't know when I'm gonna actually use it, but Christmas is where I'm landing at. Then I did pick up the Birds of a Feather, and I think this will be my September kit. And I just like the print itself. Now, this is the Erin Condren 7x9 monthly kit. It is larger than mine, so I do have to do some, I guess, some tricks to making sure this lays flat and doesn't peel up. I also picked up some film edit and upload scripts. Now, there was an issue with this order, but it is being rectified. Thank you, Jennifer. And now she has these religious quotes as well, so I picked up some more of these. And I picked up happy birthday stickers, work stickers versus I'm going to try to make it less writing for myself when I do my weekly setup. And then the freebies we got was the weekly routine, the appointments, and then from Megan is these payday stickers, and of course her Handmade with Love by Megan. Thank you for choosing to support our business. I hope you love your purchase as much as I love creating it, especially for you. And of course, check her out on YouTube and Instagram at Her Courage to Plan, as well as her Etsy shop. Now, these Payday Flags comes from when I purchased the June kit. They were in here, and I went the following month for July to see if she had these kit separate or the flag separate, and she didn't. So I reached out to her, and that's when she let me know it wasn't separate. It was part of a kit, a oopsie. And so I said, oh, okay. And then I'll say about a week ago, she contacted me and let me know that they were in the shop, though I already got contacted by Etsy to let me know that they were in the shop. So I put them in my cart, but I was waiting for Jennifer's shop to open. So, cause I like to order everything at once. And so I'm so glad that she was able to put these in her shop, because I love these stickers. They just look great in my setup. And so she did write me a really note here. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. And I'm not gonna, because I got my personal information, so you're just gonna hear. Hi Dee, thank you so much for choosing to shop with us again. You are a jewel. Also, thank you again for asking about the flags. I pray for a smooth transition for Papa into college and peace for you as you transition and focus on you. Blessings and love, Meg. Yes, thank you, Megan. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna move this out of the way here. And this is the August quote. It's the size of your success is measured by the strength of your desire, the size of your dream, and how you handle disappointment along the way. Robert Kiyosaki. All right. And this is the setup. This is my August setup here. I've already laid everything out. I am going to show you exactly me doing this process as I set up for my monthly budget. So the kit itself is from Megan with Her Courage to Plan as well. And the kit came with the heading here, the washi tape, the decos, and the date covers. These affirmations or scripture quotes, or however you want to say it, they came from our shop as well. And these are the expense trackers. I use them for my bill tracking, and as you can see, I've already laid that out, as well as the payday stickers that I mentioned before. So I'll be right back while I set up everything for my I can say July budget, August budget, and go ahead and enjoy me setting this all up. We are back. I took me a break and I got the squeaky chair. So I took a break and I ate and I'm refreshed, got me some more energy, so we should be good to go. So each month I love to tell my money what to do. This is where I create my roadmap for the month, okay? And so essentially what's happening is that this is my August monthly budget overview. This is my detailed worksheet. This is a worksheet I created for myself and my household. This worksheet, I will list financial goals, the income that I am to receive, the expenses I'm expected to pay, the discretionary categories that I want to fund. After I figure out all of the numbers, what I'm bringing in, my total income, minus my total expenses, I want to equal zero because I am a zero-based budgeter. Okay. In order for me to find out if every dollar has a name in my budget, I now incorporate a monthly budget overview. This sheet is one that I'm going to fill out on camera. It's doing the same thing here, but in a high level overview. So again, income, and then what makes up the income. Then the categories: giving, savings, housing, insurance, lifestyle, debt, envelope system, and sinking funds. Every expense on here falls into a category here. After I figure that out, I minus again the total income from the total expenses, and I want that to equal 0. This form or worksheet was actually inspired by Rochelle with RochelleAdamson.com. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because I wanted to see like how my money was going, where my money was going, basically. Am I giving more to housing and nothing to savings? If I'm giving more to debt and nothing to lifestyle. So based on where my goals are, does my money align with it? In order for me to find that out, I have to do the budget pre-plan. And the budget pre-plan is a form that I purchased from Kiambra Vaughn. And I've been using this because it tells me, one, when I should receive money, how much I should receive, and what I need to do with it. Okay? For each time I get paid. And then in the end, I need to make sure that everything is accounted for. So let's talk about this because I already done this. So I'm expected to receive money by July 30th and by August 13th. So by July 30th, I'm planning on receiving, or I'm expected to receive, $2,250.59. Of that, I need to pay every expense before August 13th. So that includes my rent, streaming, life insurance, credit card number 1. Also, I do give, so I have a portion to giving, and I will be paying my property tax. After I account for all of that, what's ever left over needs to also be told what to do. This is what I refer to as my discretionary income. And that is broken up in 2 categories: my envelope system and sinking funds. So for the first income breakdown, I'm going to send $300 to envelope system and $450 to my sinking funds. That leaves me with $404.88. Now, I do not do anything with that at this present time other than carry it over to the next income breakdown, which will be August 13th. So whatever other income I'm expected to come in plus this is what made up this income. So $2,104.88 is what I'm working with. And now I have to pay all of the expenses from the 13th to the end of my budget period, which is August 26th. So that included my car note, storage, water, cable, my phone bill, the auto insurance, OnStar, electric, credit card number 2, of course, giving. I have 2 miscellaneous, Stars and Google. After all of these expenses are accounted for, $1,020.26 is remaining. I'm going to send $255 to my envelope system, $325 to my sinking funds. That leaves me with $440.26. So what's going to happen is I need to tell that $440.26 what to do. I decided that I'm building up my checking buffer to 200, so this would be a perfect time to throw that there. And I'm trying to build back up my emergency savings fund to reach my goal of $7,500 by December 31st. That will give me 3 months of my living expenses. And so I'm going to send $240.26 to go towards that. So let's go ahead and we're going to move to this sheet here. Future D here. I just wanted to explain the income portion. So my income can be broken down in the following categories: paycheck, savings, rollover, side income, bonus. Paycheck is self-explanatory, anything from my employer. Savings, anytime I pull from my sinking fund, my credit card checking account, or my emergency fund, goes in the savings category. Rollover, it's anything from my unbudgeted checking account. Side income, self-explanatory. Bonus is usually anything knowing and unknowingly. So usually Papa send me his $226.67 for his auto insurance and his phone. I told him not to send anything to me at this time. One, because he hasn't been working, and two, is we're still trying to figure out if he's going to pay off his phone so he don't have to worry about paying anything. And there's several discounts on the horizon for our auto insurance, and he won't be driving, so I need to figure that out on my own. At this, so first thing first is the first category is giving. So anything that I'm planning on giving for the month goes here, and that is $334.41. The next is savings. Savings we determine from our budget pre-plan that we're going to send $240.26. So we're just going to put that there. Now let's talk about housing. So what is considered housing in my budget? First and foremost, the first thing is rent. So that's $715. Then we have our electricity, cable, and water. And lastly, we have internet. At this present time, there's no internet payment that's due because of the way that the budget falls. So my budget goes from July 30th to August 26th. The internet is due on the 29th of each month. So that will fall into my September budget. Insurance. So insurance for me includes renter's insurance, which I don't have to pay at this present time because it's fully funded into January 2022. The next thing we have is life insurance, OnStar, my auto insurance. So auto is currently shown at $156.59 versus the $243.63 we had been paying. And the reason is, for some odd reason, they had Papa listed as my parent. And so he was not getting the underage discount. So when I called to inquire about the other discount, that's when the lady noticed and she went ahead and corrected that. I didn't know at the time that that was going to do anything about the rest of the premium until I got notification that, hey, we noticed that the discount was not on your applied to your premium, so we're going to go ahead and adjust it. So that's what they did, and so that's why I only have $156.59 to pay. Now, additionally, next month I'm going to get another discount, and it's going to be applied, but I don't think it's going to be applied in enough time. It probably will be applied in enough time before September bill, and then we'll see what I have to pay for the next 6 months. But right now, $156.59 is left on this month's bill. Then we have our valuable personal property, and currently our valuable personal property is also fully funded into January 2022. Lifestyle. So for lifestyle, we have storage, we have Netflix, and we have our phone bill. And the reason why I put that in lifestyle and not housing is because it's a cell phone. It's not, attached to the home, and it literally has my life in there. So, and everything I like to do with it. So that's $192.31. Now, as far as debt goes, of course, we have the car that I'm paying on. Then we have 3 credit cards, but only 2 credit cards that's due this month. Credit card number 1 has a payment of $105.95, and then credit card number 2 has $83. And additionally, we have anything that's listed in miscellaneous. So these items here that have not is a part of the debt. So let's go ahead, and that's $46.88. All right, so we have $545.58. All right, so then we have our envelope system, and we will need this form here to do that because we have to add them together. So envelope system for income breakdown number 1 is $300. Envelope system for breakdown number 2 is $255. So that's going to give us $500 Now, sinking funds includes the sinking funds categories that we already have listed. So we have 450 and 325, so that gives us 775. But also we have to include our checking buffer because that is a sinking fund as well. So that is actually $975. So let's go ahead and we're going to add all of this up. And we just need to make sure that it equals the $3,950.59. All right, every dollar is accounted for. So then lastly, we have to go back to the detail sheet because we have to input this information in as well. So for the envelope system, we have 555. For the sinking funds, we have to minus the 200 from here, and it was actually 775. Savings is going to be 240.26, nothing to extra to debt, and the checking buffer is 200. And we're just going to simply add the expenses and then the discretionary categories, and we're going to see if that equals the same as well, because we want everything to be the same in the beginning of the month because we want every dollar accounted for, and we do have it. Look at that. All right, so all is well in the land at this time. If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to be part of my village. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. To all my returning subscribers, thank you. Hit that thumbs up, and please share this with your family, your friends, and your co-workers. Peace out.